Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing sort of an overall review. We're going to be taking a look back at the season that was, The Walking Dead Season 5. Going to be doing my season review. Okay, great, and spoiler warning, of course, if you haven't seen all of The Walking Dead Season 5. So, of course, I do, my week-to-week reviews. We go throughout the season. 16 episodes. They're super in-depth, and you can watch any of them. They're all on the channel for any of your, favorite episodes to hear what I think about all the nitty-gritty details, one scene at a time for the most part. Try to cover basically everything, if not in a review, then in a Q&A later on. So you guys have heard all that with kind of the in-depth with regards to each episode. But with this video, the idea of it basically is each season, after we finish the season, I go ahead and I review the season as a whole, kind of give my thoughts on it. By the way, the release date for Season 5 has been set. The Blu-ray release date, it's in August. I'll put the link in the description with the date because I can't remember it offhand. But yeah, it is, obviously they're going to release it. They had, the season as usual, same as Season 4, same as last season, and the seasons before. In about August time range, we'll be getting the release of the Blu-ray. I have no word yet on if there's going to be any kind of cool zombie model special edition or anything like that. Season 4 had the tree walker, and then Season 2 had the RV walker, and I think Season 3 was, what was it, the heads, the governor's fish tank heads. So pretty cool. So waiting on that for Season 5. I'll let you guys know once we actually know, what it's going to be. So I'll show you pictures. They release pictures and all that, probably in a couple months at Comic-Con, that type of deal. Yeah, so Season 5. So I'll also put the link in the description to the Wiki, so you guys can go ahead and look at the episodes in order. I'm looking at them here as I do this video. So let's start off from the top. I have watched all of Season 5 over again after, of course, I watch them as I do the reviews, and then when the season ends, I usually go over I skip through some things. I don't absolutely sit through every single minute again, over and over and over again. I skip through and I watch some of the best stuff, and I kind of get the feeling of, so I can compare for videos like this when I do overall reviews. I can watch Conquer, and then I can watch No Sanctuary and see where each one's at. You guys saw my top 5, or my top 10 best episodes and top 5 from this season in particular, so you kind of know where I'm at in terms of which ones were the best. Of course, to say the high points of Season 5, I would say the beginning, and the end. The middle, I'm a little hesitant on saying is the best part. What happened and what's going on just personally didn't do it for me as a premiere. It was very exciting. It was something really cool to see a lot of the actresses come back to do the Tyrese death part, which was great. Of course, David Morrissey as the governor stole the show for that one for me. But seeing Beth too, Emily Kinney as Beth come back was good too. And even Lizzie and Mika, they obviously put a lot of effort into it. It was really well done. I just thought the placing of the episode could have been better. It wasn't a good way to start a second half of a season, in my opinion anyway. But they like to keep us guessing, so we don't know where they're going to go with it. So definitely the end, spend, try, and conquer was a super strong end to a season. Try, just the final scene between Rick and Peter fighting, man, that had me going. That was like one of the highlights of the whole season. Conquer, seeing Morgan return again was just some amazing stuff. Getting to finally see the wolves and having the extended, a 90-minute episode was really great, man. Really, really good. It gave us a lot to see. It was like an episode and a half, and it was extremely well done. So, yeah, I would say definitely the high points are the beginning, the ending, the middle around Coda time is polarizing. People like me, I did like it, but, I obviously didn't like it as much as the start of the season. Liked the environments. I liked Crossed. I did like Coda. But definitely after that, what happened and what's going on. And then episodes 9 and 10 were a little disappointing, to tell you the truth. After that, it definitely picked up. I liked The Distance. I liked Remember, Forget. And then, of course, Spend, Try, and Conquer were incredible. Those few there, The Distance, Remember, and Forget, those were also really, really great episodes. Really amazing, because we're getting to know the Alexandria people. We're getting to see them, getting to see what they're about, what they're like, and it was really cool. But definitely, I would say if I had to pick one part of the season, man, the start was the highlight for me. The start of Season 5 was just, it was incredible. It was incredible. And the comic book series was similar. Fear the Hunters, I've got the trade up there at the top left. It's the yellow one. It's one of my favorites from the entire series, and that's saying a lot considering how many trades there are. I think there's over 20 now. I don't even keep track anymore, because I'm doing the individual issue reviews for the comic book series. But yeah, I mean, with all the different trades that they've released and all the different storylines and everything, I did think Fear the Hunters and just Terminus and the way they remixed it in the TV series turned out great. They took that storyline, they expanded on it, they added the Terminus landscape, and it was a really exciting cliffhanger from in the finale of season 4, which was an awesome episode as well too. It is one of the better ones. I almost put it on my top 10, but it's some of the others beat it out for best episodes. But definitely No Sanctuary, Strangers, and Four Walls and a Roof they were horrific, man. They were some of the scariest stuff we've ever seen in The Walking Dead. And I think that season 5, if you look at the season compared to the others, a lot of people were worried about this in season 4, and I remember the comments, people seeing me seeing comments, people saying that they were worried that as a lot of our characters that we care about get killed off earlier on, as you see Herschel and a lot of the others, the Governor ends and all this stuff, people are worried about a couple things with the series. They're worried about it becoming repetitive. They're worried about it killing off all of our interesting characters so that we don't care about any of the other characters. So, killing off the initial crew, losing Shane, Laurie, a lot of the others that have died earlier on in the series. They're worried that they won't be able to keep it as feeling as new and novel as it was at the beginning, and that it might get that kind of boring, it might get kind of repetitive. Season 5 for us showed us why that's not going to happen. They put so much care and so much work into this season. I think getting to see Terminus being destroyed, the whole environment getting blown to shit, and also if you look at the character development in season 5, look where we end season 5 and where we started it with regards to Rick, with regards to Carol. Some of the other characters, like even Beth, I think was better in season 5 than she was in season 4. A lot better than in Still, that's for sure. Even to the point where you can even feel sorry for her. You can kind of relate. You can kind of feel sorry for where she's at. Definitely when she's killed in the end. Definitely. Daryl gets a little bit, he's a little, mostly the same as he was in season 4, but he got a little bit, some change with the loss of Beth and all that, and Tyrese, and some with the new community and that kind of finding a bond with Aaron, and I think that was pretty great. So some of the character concentration, even Tyrese, okay, maybe I didn't like what they did with him this season, but a lot of the other characters, like I said, Carol and Rick and some of the others, even Glenn too, at the end of the season, man, I am such a big fan of those core characters now, even more so than I was in season 4. Just feeling like Rick is such a badass now. We'll talk about this in the evolution video where we talk about the evolution of Rick. But if you look at the season where we started off and how you felt about the characters, especially Carol, even though, there was the Grove and she had to do what she had to do and she showed how tough she was there, and also there was the Karen and David stuff. But season 5 like took her to the next level. She is awesome this season. Glenn is awesome this season. Rick is amazing. And then also we've had some more time with Abraham. We're starting to care more about him, and it feels like Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene have been there forever. And same with Tara, even though they haven't, of course, because they haven't even been there that long. So they did a really great job of, giving us some awesome character development, making us like Carol and Rick and the others that I mentioned even more than we did before. Maybe a few misses, maybe Tyrese, and I didn't like too much what they did with him, but hey, you're not going to like what they do with every single character. And, of course there was Noah too. He was a decent seasoned character. We have a lot of seasoned characters like Milton, and, Merle was kind of a season 3 character, even though he was in the first season too. He came back and became like a seasoned character, introduced at the beginning, killed off at the end. Andrea was also it was like her season 3 as well too. So season 5, man, No Sanctuary, one of the best episodes ever, extremely horrific and great action, exciting all the way through, touching. Definitely like a finale moment, a lot of finale moments in that one, and just really delivered. Strangers, the stuff with Bob was awesome, I felt like, and they did handle Bob well, even though he was killed off. I did feel really sad when they killed Bob off. And also Sasha. There's another character that at the beginning of the season I didn't care about too much. At the end of the season, I'm like, wow, I'm really starting to like her a lot more now. I'm getting why she's so angry, and I feel like, I get it now. Where at times I haven't always been there. I've been like, why is she so angry? She shouldn't be so angry. Now she's, but now I'm kind of like, no, it makes sense. It's cool. Of course, Gabriel was brought in. We saw that, and man, just such an awesome start. Strangers, four walls and a roof. Incredible episode, man. One of the best ever as well. Okay, now here's where we get into the ones that are not so good. Slaptown, not the best. Went over that one again, skipped through a lot of it. A lot of it was skipped through. Even the sound, they had that weird song that was there. I was like, you know what, man? I'm just not feeling this too much. Self-help is good. Self-help at the end is really good. When Abraham knocks out Eugene, I did like that a lot. But it depends how you feel about that group. If you don't like them, then you might not like it. Consumed. Really cool episode, really cool. Still think they could have cut these three up and kind of mixed them together and done some stuff with it like that. But that said, Consume was still good to see Atlanta again. That was really cool. Daryl and Carol got some more time, which was good. Crossed, awesome episode leading into the finale. Then Coda. And I did like Coda. I did. A lot of people were disappointed with it. They wanted to see a, full guns a-blazing action shootout type deal, and we didn't see that. That would have been cool. I probably would have preferred that because I'm an action junkie, and I admit that. But I still thought it was pretty good. Then the second half, of course, started off a little slow and got amazing. So as a whole, favorite season we've had so far. Feel like the series is getting better. The focus on the characters. I feel like Carol is like a female Shane at this point. I feel like how they developed Shane in season 2, and they really took him from just being kind of regular character there, or somebody that's got some issues with the love triangle stuff, and they really made you feel for him. Season 5 has done that. Has had that same level of care dev with just all those characters I just mentioned. It's been amazing. And in addition to that, all the different, themes we've had, the Terminus, and then post that with Beth and that stuff, and then post that and them kind of just, wondering what they're going to do, where they're going to go with Charwilt and Noah and trying that, and then eventually finding Alexandria, finishing the season off in a totally different place than where they started it, and just been amazing all the way through. So, that's kind of my season in review for season 5. In terms of score for the season, man, this is like a 10 season for sure, I want to say. It's not perfect because you get 16 episodes, so you get a couple slow ones, you get a couple episodes here that could have been cut down. But again, it's 16, man. We got to cut them a break. We're expecting too much, I think, sometimes, considering how many they're doing and how many they're pumping out season after season, and how hard it must be to do all of that and make it look like a zombie apocalypse all the time and feel like it. Man, that's no easy task. So they are doing a great job, I think. So there's my season in review, season 5. Favorite season ever. Love what they've done with all those characters. Can watch it over and over again. Instant classic season. Best season of The Walking Dead so far, I would say, for sure. Better than season 4, I think. Yeah, I would say so. And season 3. And the others. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite season of The Walking Dead? Obviously, like I said, there's some kind of a dip in the middle where it's not quite as good after the initial amazing start, amazing ending. Let me know what you guys think about that. What your favorite parts are of the season. Write your comments below. Maybe compare it to some others. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you guys think. How you felt about this season. I thought it was incredible. Anyway, if you liked the video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it, please favorite it. And if you're new, you want to get these videos almost daily, go ahead and subscribe bottom left. So for this one, guys, see you probably tomorrow. So this is Trev, saying peace.